All right, thank you all for tuning back in. So I tried looking up a video on the installation of this stock, and I couldn't find one on YouTube. I saw one for the Panzer Arm shotgun, which is similar in design, but not the same as the Sulun Tac-12. So here we have the original stock. I apologize, I did not film me taking it off, but it's pretty simple. You have the recoil pad on the back of the stock. You have these two screws. So they can be kind of a bear because the rubber really holds the head of the screw. So be sure not to strip those out. Once this pops off, this piece is sitting down inside of here with I got it all taped up, but with this screw and this washer. So you take that off. This is attached to the back of this tube. Now, if you look at this tube, it does have mounting points for this stock assembly. However, this stock assembly comes with a lot more mounting points. If you can see, it actually is a 12-position tube, so it's really nice. So I definitely recommend taking this out of there. So once you get this stock off of there, you'll be left with this mounted to the rear of the shotgun. This nut, this washer, will be down on there. I used a 1 16th inch wrench. This pops off pretty easily. However, this was green Loctited, so it did require a heat gun. Heated it up a little bit, probably 300-ish degrees, probably not all the way as I would red Loctite. You pop that off, comes off. So now you're left with the bare receiver. Setting this stock up is kind of weird because, as you can see, this pistol grip just kind of floats here. So what you want to do is as you can see, I've got the stock located. I don't have this tightened down all the way yet, but you want to locate the stock in the receiver. I don't know if the camera can maybe get in there. It's kind of hard to see, but the end of this tube where the rat tail for the bolt carrier pushes in, it's important that this piece right here sits flush with the inside of the receiver. So you want to get that mated up, and then you want to get the tail located, obviously, right down the midline. So once you get that set up like that, you want to tighten this down really tight. Again, I don't have it tightened down yet. But once you do that, all this pistol grip does is, it's kind of hard to get started, but once you do, it'll roll easy. You just thread the pistol grip itself down. This is actually something that's important when locating this, because you really are going to want to feel it out when you're locating this stock tube in the receiver, because it's important that when you tighten this pistol grip down, see how it's pretty snug right there? Well, I can give it an extra little clock over to where it is properly located. The fire control unit will hold it in place, but now it's really tight. Right now I don't get any wiggle. And look at that. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you just got to have that. You know, now you have an actual 1014 assembly. Sorry, I just got distracted right there. Now you have like an actual 1014 assembly, and honestly, I like it better. If anybody's familiar with the true Benelli M1014, the collapsing stock, you actually have to clock it over to the side, pull the stock to the position, and then get it back. And that can be really difficult. If you watch anybody doing it, they end up fiddling with it. Well, this is an AR-15 style. I mean, you just pull on this lever. It is pretty tight. You just pull on this lever right here, and bam, and it is very snug. Has a really nice recoil pad. As you can see, it is marked Sulun Arms. So this is the proper stock assembly for this shotgun. Unfortunately, I'm not going to tell you guys where I got this stock assembly from. If you do some digging, I'm sure you can find it yourself. They're not readily available in the United States, so they can be a little bit hard to come by. But if you do find one, buy it. It should come in no issues. And then, yeah, now you have just a super sweet assembly. So as you can see, just by tightening down this pistol grip, this tube clocked out of alignment. So that's why it's really important to get this nut and if you actually watch as I'm unscrewing the pistol grip, it unscrews that nut. So I know where I need to be. I can locate it again in 2 seconds. But it's going to be really important that you have the tube clocked correctly, held in place, and then you get this nut just really snug down on there. So I'm going to post this video. I hope it helps you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, ask me any questions. But it is really quite simple. I mean, honestly, the hardest part is going to be removing this tube just because of the heat that you have to apply here. But once you apply that, I did Loctite this as well. I'm not using green or red. I'm just using blue Loctite because if you get it down tight enough, there shouldn't be an issue there. However, if there is, it's as simple as unscrewing the pistol grip, unscrewing this, and since it's blue Loctite, this tube will come off easy. I can always apply, you know, Always start with a lower level Loctite. If it works with that, that's great. But if I do apply red Loctite, I mean, that's set for life. You know, it's a real pain getting that off of there. So it's looking good. I'm also going to do a video, if you can tell I haven't cleaned it since my last shooting. I'm going to do a video going over the wear. There's really no appreciable wear. The rails are looking good. The bolt carrier's looking really, really good. So the shotgun's doing really good. I really appreciate all you guys for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking the videos. It really means a lot to me. So thank you guys. And once I get this all put together and the Loctite dries, I'll post a video of me shooting it in this configuration. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day.
Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I got it back together. As you can see, I got the stock located. Did a really nice job locating that. It's not as hard. If you've ever put a buffer tube on an AR-15 lower, you can do this. It's honestly much easier than that. So it runs pretty smooth. It's tight, which I like that. Look at how small it is though. I mean, that is tight. Probably wouldn't want to shoot it like this. I can't get down on the sights. So, you know, you pull it out like at least that far. Honestly, that seems like the sweet spot to me. But yeah, so just quick little function check. So bolt lock, locks to the rear. Again, this has the whole new recoil assembly. So the bolt is now riding in a new recoil assembly. Button, bolt drops. Obviously, fire control unit works. I'll hold the trigger down, reset. So yeah, it's back together. I'm not gonna mess with it too much because the Loctite is still drying. This pistol grip is fit really, really tight, and it just feels better. I mean, it looks better. I think it'll function better. More than anything, you know, again, you're not really gonna shoot like this. I mean, maybe if you had like body armor or something that was pushing it out, but more than anything, just carrying the shotgun, this is a lot nicer. And never mind this is obviously attached to my old stock, so I'll have to put that in. That's actually one thing the stock does come with is a QD swivel. So that's pretty nice. It has QD points on both sides. But yeah, I mean, this is just fantastic, you know. All in, I'm in less than $800 for this shotgun right here. And if you were to get this shotgun in a true Benelli M4 with a stock system like this, you'd be talking probably close to $3,000 because, mind you, Benelli has not made their collapsing stock for quite a while now. So on the secondhand market, I mean, those things are going for a lot of money. So pretty sweet setup. Again, I really enjoy this shotgun. You know, it's definitely not perfect, has its little hiccups here and there, but it's lasting well. And that's one thing that's really nice about this is, you know, if something were to happen to this shotgun, all I'd have to do is unthread this whole rig right here and I could throw it on a new one. You know, and I can get a new one of these for under 600 bucks. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really hope that someone found this video helpful. Please, if you have any questions, if there was something that I left out on the assembly process that doesn't make sense to you, please reach out to me. I respond to all comments. I do everything I can to help you people as much as possible. And I really hope to see more of these in American hands.